Ahoy, and welcome to Avorion, episode 7. This is season 1, and I'm Q. I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. So, let's get into the game. How you guys doing anyways? Those long load screens. Yeah, I kinda gotta keep quiet during those, unfortunately. Cool, so here we are in the game, and today, yeah, I noticed there was this this thruster didn't copy over when I built the other side of the thruster there. So, first off, for this episode, I'm going to jump straight into build mode. Alright, so we do have quite a lot of titanium, and luckily all of these hull blocks don't use up that much resource, okay? Compared to the generators and things like that. I also want to fix up this section here and make it look a little bit nicer. I might fix up the bottom here as well, maybe this side. We'll see, but I will do that off camera. I will show you guys once it's done, but I wanted to cover changing out blocks. Now I know I briefly covered changing out blocks in a previous episode, however there was something that I did not mention. For example, I want to change the iron to titanium hull, okay, and as you can see, this block here is an iron edge, okay? And if I want to transform a block, it's going to transform this into a blank hull, right? But it's not going to keep the shape. So, you see that? That's not right. Now is it? Not at all. So, to combat that, we'll just undo that, okay? You will have to go throughout. It's a good idea actually as well, if you've got a small design, to select everything and merge blocks. You'll be surprised how many blocks you missed. Merged 317 blocks into 295. Great. So that'll make things a little bit easier for us. But what you want to do is you want to focus on a shape, okay, and go throughout the entire ship changing out that shape. I also suggest using the hide specific blocks mode, okay? So we want to only see iron, and there we go. That is everything that is made of iron on our ship, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I will go through all of these and change them all out, and I will be right back. Alright, so as you can see, we did a little bit more than simply replace all of the iron blocks with titanium blocks. Don't worry, I'm going to run you guys through everything that I did. So I started out by replacing all of the iron blocks with the titanium. So currently the only iron on the ship is the inertia dampeners, okay? I then went ahead and upgraded the back end of the ship. Okay, it's nothing too fancy, but I definitely just wanted to, you know, make it look a little bit better than what it did. I'm not the biggest fan of things that look too boxy. So yeah, and then I decided to add a titanium flight recorder. Okay, you can add any size flight recorder and it will work the same, okay, unless that has changed, but I don't think it has. I added the flight recorder down here on this little so a whole bunch of flight recorders down here. They are very tiny and will get blown off. I simply put them there for aesthetics. I try to build them into any sort of radar or antenna that I put on my ships, just because, I don't know, realism. Even though there isn't really anything realistic about this game. Then I decided to add some turret platforms, okay, which are these guys right here, and every single one is made of neonite, which I think they only cost like 1 neonite each. Okay, I've got 2 here, 4 over here, 1 on the back here for any defense. If we come underneath, we've got 1 in the front, 2 on the sides, and 1 more at the back. Okay, then I went around and decided to paint the design, of course. So I went with a Eternal Lavender blush. I don't know if we had picked that up or not, but these are the colors that I had and I went with it. Later on in the game you'll have many more different colors, and you'll have a lot more to pick and choose from, but I am quite happy with how this turned out. So this is the version that I will be uploading to the Steam workshop, okay, for any of you that want to grab this. So I'm going to teach you how to do that now. You go to Save Designs, okay, and then you select a folder that you want to save it to. Okay, I'm going to select self-built, just so I can keep track of all of the ships that I build in the series. I'm going to click Save Design, okay, and then if you click this one here, you can actually see how much this specific design is going to cost you. Okay, so only 12 neonite, 43, let's say 44,000 titanium, and about 20,000 iron. Okay, the credits 370,000. That's relatively cheap in my opinion for a starting ship. Of course, because of the added neonite, you know, you would have to be at the point of where you could get neonite, but yeah, I guess that's okay. And then from here, browse workshop. Now, it's been a while since I've done this, but I will do this in my own time. But this is how you save ships in order to upload to the workshop. I will have to look into that, and it might be this, or use design. No, I think if you click use design, it's going to put the design in here, and there's no point because we've just saved this design here. Right, cool, so that is the ship. Sweet as. Let's jump on out. So yeah, the ship should have a little bit more thrust and acceleration now, as well as top speed. So first thing to do, I want to go and have a look at what these guys are selling, because I'm looking to buy some neonite turrets before we equip our ship. Okay, let's get a little closer and then start braking. This one's fine. Awesome. I need to remember we have that little antenna now. Cool. Press F. We don't want to hire crew. We want to trade equipment upgrades. So they have a tractor beam upgrade. This is generally used for cargo ships. So if you're going to go ahead and build a cargo ship, I mean, you could use it on your ship if you really wanted to pull things from a further distance. So this will work with any systems that you might pick up in floating around in space, as well as weapons and resources and goods, etc. This doesn't really have anything I'm looking for in here, but here comes the important part. Okay, some neonite turrets. Another chain gun. I'm looking to go away from the chain guns a little bit because they're so short range. There's a bolter turret, but it's an iron. It is going to do 60 damage a second though, but not independent targeting. See, that's going to be the hard thing to find. An anti-fighter turret, so this is similar to the defense turrets, but I think these... Oh no, they do focus on torpedoes as well. Okay. So I guess, yeah, there's not much difference for those. Neonite mining turrets, these will definitely be worth picking up. So I'll go ahead and pick 2 of those. That's going to eat through almost half our money. And I also wanted to show you guys a little trick. Now, I don't generally use this myself, but you know, for anyone out there who isn't willing to wait for these to refresh or to fly to another one to see what goods they have, you can exit the game, okay, quit to main menu I mean, not exit the game completely, and then reload into your save and it should refresh the page, but for now I think that's okay. Okay, let's equip these. If I open that, and we will sort by material. Okay, so this is one that I got earlier. I can't remember. Maybe a reward. Yeah, I can't really remember how I got that. And these are the ones we bought. Okay, but these aren't independent targeting. So these ones will have to be manually fired, which is fine. We do have this one here as well, which should be okay for getting some neonites. What I'll do is I'll put this one. Oh yeah. Another thing to note is these platforms. I've made them big enough for the size, the tech size. So if you're looking at the stats, it's the very first stat that you see. It's called tech. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's where the size starts to go up. Where I think tech affects size. So if you look down through the stats, you'll see the stat called size. It's above slots. Okay. These are quite small. Yeah, so I guess it is the tech value that will change how big turrets are, but I have built these platforms to fit size tech 20. Okay, so to give you an example, this should fit on here no problem. Now it's just a matter of changing the grid step to fine tune it, but it should fit on there no problem, just like that. So yeah, see, pretty cool, huh? Yeah. But I think I want the guns on the front, so I will put these on the sides over here. Cool, there's one. And then we picked up another 2, so we might as well put these 2 on. I am going to be putting more, what are they called? Mining turrets. I almost called them resource collectors for some reason. Don't know why that was coming to mind. But these mining turrets, I'm going to put more mining turrets than weapons to start off with. Just because I do want to go ahead now that we have access to some neonite and titanium mining turrets. I want to go ahead and mine some neonite. Okay, it's a good idea to go and do that, because the very next ship that we build, it's actually going to be quite a small ship. It is going to be a little miner, a mining vessel, solely purposed for mining in the neonite region. Okay, if we press M, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already, but yeah, just like our little guy down here mining in the titanium region, we're gonna have another one mining down here. Okay, and it will get quite expensive, so we might have to go you know, look for more money as we go again, you know, and just follow that same process. So yeah, that's 4 total mining turrets. That's pretty good. Do we have any more? Here is another one. What are these? Iron. Okay, so these will be of no use to us out here, unless we're going to mine some titanium. But this titanium one should be okay. I will put it. Yeah, you see how small the turret is. Let me bring it up here. So these are size Tech 20. Okay, this one is 15. So it looks like from 15 they go up to that size. And this one is 19. That's 19. And it might go further than 20. I'm not sure, but this is the biggest one that I had right now, and that's what I built it around. So I'm just assuming that the starter Neonite turrets will be this size for anyone who does want to take the ship from the Steam store. So let's put this guy down, maybe on this one. Not enough slots for civil. Okay, so we've run out. Actually, that's okay. So now we've run out of unarmed turret slots, and we've got 1 slot for a gun. Oh jeez. Okay, we picked this up. I can't remember where. I think we might have picked it up off some pirates. A double Tesla turret. What's the range on that? 3.9. So that's not the best range. These are our exceptional, but they're still iron based. I'm looking for something with a better range. 8. Oh no, that's the point defense. Yeah, we are definitely not well equipped enough to start going into hidden mass sectors. Range 3.4. Here we go, 4.4, but 11 damage per second. Oh man, it looks like some of these turrets you've got to sacrifice range. The chain gun turrets range for like damage, it seems. This one's probably the best bet. Double chain. Maybe that one. I don't know. Help me. 28, 34. And this one's got a better range, so maybe I'll go for that one. Yeah, I think I'll go for this one. Just to have a little bit of something, you know what I'm saying? Cool, and then what we'll do is we will jump into the ship menu. Okay, and don't forget, we always want to assign our guns. Cool, and I know for a fact we've got 1 independent targeting, so I'm going to put that on 3, and I'm going to put the rest on 2. Sweet. So that, yeah, it's this one here. The titanium one. That's the one that's independent targeting. And that's perfectly fine. Cool. So I think we're decked out enough to travel safely, and I don't know if you've noticed, but our relations between these guys have gone from neutral to good as I have gone around selling asteroids to them. So yeah, that's something. Okay, I think what I want to do from here is I'm going to go ahead to this wormhole, okay, and I'm gonna go and check these factions out around here to see if there is some trinium. Maybe we get lucky, and then we can come back and do that. So I will see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, so it looks like we did get quite lucky. Here's the end of the wormhole, which is in the 3rd grid, right? And it was the 1st or 2nd I went there, and then I jumped here. I installed a new one permanently, and it gave me +9 jump range and a hyperspace cooldown, which is quite good. That's quite good, even though it has a negative recharge energy. And you can see I even went against my own word and permanently installed these, I probably didn't explain these properly, but once you permanently install, okay, they cannot be removed. If you remove it, it will be deleted, unless you are near or docked to a equipment dock. Okay, so once I will show you when we get back. But look how lucky we got. Here's some trinium right here. So that's great. Let's turn all of our weapons on. Let's fly up to this thing. Start braking a bit. Test out these new guns. Yeah, they won't do too well because they are one material level below trinium. So yeah, it's not going to be too great. But I'm gonna do some mining in this sector quickly. Okay, probably clean just this sector out, and then I'm gonna head back down to the Neonite sector. Okay, because you can see we've already got that warning as well that our ship is too weak, or is quite weak compared to the rest of them in this sector. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna clean this sector out, and then I will see you guys when I get back down here. Alrighty guys, just a quick update here. Now the Zotan have appeared in this sector, okay? Excuse me. I quickly turned off all of my weapons just before they did, so you can see they are neutral to me, okay? These guys would absolutely wreck me, I think. Okay, he's got 2.5 Omicron. That's actually really low, but I can see a whole bunch of railguns going off, and I can't tell who's shooting who. It might be these guys shooting them. Let's see, firepower. Oh yeah, these guys are going to get wrecked. I think we can actually help. But you should always be aware of the firepower that you're going up against, because you don't want to get one-shotted by anything. Right? I'm just going to swing past this guy and get a few pot shots in, hopefully get a reward here. Alright, and then once these bigger ships go down, they will drop quite a lot of loot for you, so it's great to just quickly scavenge what you can. Oh, he's shooting us with lasers. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't know. Oh, 2.2 Omicron. Those are probably defense lasers, to be honest. The anti-fighter lasers. So it should be okay. I think we'll be alright. But once all of these guys are killed, I'm going to scavenge all of the wreckage. Alright? Alright, so we made it back from the wormhole. Yep. And these are the nice little goodies that we managed to pick up from the fight that was going on. We ended up getting one of these, which is new to me. I've never seen one of these. I'm sure this has something to do with the boarding. Yep, adds defense weapons against boarding. That's cool. We got one of these turret control systems for unarmed turrets, which is really good. It's needed. And one for armed turrets. Cool. We probably got some other ones as well. Here we go. Shield booster. One of these. And yeah, we picked up a few, so that's pretty good. Wonder if we picked up any new what do you call it? Weapons here. That's from creating our second ship. We picked up a new mining turret, but it's a raw mining turret, so that's out of the question for us. Ooh, a bolter. That's what I want. That is definitely what I want. How many slots is it? 2. I don't think we'll be able to put that on right now. 1 of 1. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to put that on anyways. So there's no point at the moment. But we found a couple of these hidden neonite asteroids sitting here for a while, mining these as we got back. So like I said, I'm going to spend quite a while going over, you know, the faction that we just explored. Maybe explore a little bit more, see if we can find some more asteroids to claim, and you know, get some more resources. Yeah. And then I'll see you guys in a bit, I guess. Alrighty, so we've jumped ourselves around a little bit, and I was mainly just looking for one of these equipment docks so that I could show you guys how to uninstall the ship systems. So I think as long as the docks, or no, scratch that, I don't want to be responsible for your ship systems disappearing or getting deleted. I think as long as you are 0.5 kilometers, you will be okay. So all of these ship systems that have the little anchor means that they are permanently installed. So these commons, I'm going to take both of them off, okay, and then I'm going to put these new ones on, these unarmed turrets, and I definitely want to permanently install that, and I'll get a +6, okay, as well as this one here. I'm going to permanently install that as well. Cool. And if we do get a better one than this, then we will use that. Cool. So now I'm just going to quit. Oops, wrong button. Press B, and I want to come in here and deck us out a little bit more. So I'm going to put another miner on. Maybe. Oh, I always forget I need the grid step down. Let's put this guy back here, and then how many slots do that? Okay, so we've used up all 10 of our unarmed slots, and now we can actually put on some defense. So I definitely want this bolter turret. 2 slots, and we've got 5 slots, including that one. So bolter turret, nanite. I might replace this guy. Yeah, this, you see, this one's also a big turret. Put that on there. Yeah, that's a lot larger. Cool. And is this the one we had? Independent targeting, yep. Put that down here. So these smaller ones we can up the grid step, it should be okay. Just like that. And that's 3 of 5. Cool. And I want some point defense, just in case. Alright. Looking good. Double chain, no. This was the one, right? I get lost so easily. Double chain, 28, no. Must have been... Oh, we also have this still, which is 90 damage per second, but it is short range. But it would be great if anything gets a little bit too close to us, maybe. I think I'll put it down here. Yeah. Just like that. So if anything gets a little bit too close to us, we have that guy. So that's all of our guns and all of our mining turrets. So let's go ahead and bind these to the correct keys. This is independent targeting, so I'll put that on 3. This is also independent targeting, but it is the point defense, so that will go on 4. The Tesla can go on 1. Oh no, it's not independent targeting. That's okay. I'll just put all of them on one. I might remove that one then. We can add this, another one at a later stage, you know, to compensate for that. Yeah, I think I'll go for this one then. 45. That'll be good. Cool. Sweet. Alrighty. So that's us decked out. Let's just add that one to the one group. Awesome. Looks like we are good to go. Haha. So we'll put these on auto attack. We'll put this onto defensive, okay? Oh. No, 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 no. What is going on? No. Oh, I put it onto attack target. Okay, be careful of that, okay? Attack target. I had this selected, and so my guns just started attacking the target. I need to have this on auto fire. Okay, so that'll be on auto fire whenever we run into trouble. We've got our manual miners and we've got our automatic miners. Cool, and then our point defense, which is at the back here. Awesome, guys. Cool. So, I think that about does it for this episode. Okay. I'm going to run you guys through what we will be doing in the next episode. In the next episode, what we're going to be doing is building a smaller little miner, which will hopefully be a better little template that we can use for every sector that we, not every sector, but all of the resource points that we find, okay? So like, as we go up into the resources, and we can just upgrade them via the material type that they're made out of, okay? So we're gonna do our best to design a small little guy and send him on his way, buy a captain for him, and also we will buy a captain for our Lotus here, just in case, because once we get enough Neonite and Trinium, we are going to be building a brand new ship, okay, which will be out of mostly Neonite and Trinium. I think mostly Trinium, but the Neonite will be very important as well. So yeah, that wraps this video up. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did make it this far, and if you've been enjoying this series, please, I guess on this channel, I'm not one for likes on videos, so go down into the comment section and tell me how your day was. How about that? And I'd love to hear from you guys if you had any advice and stuff like that. So thanks for sticking around, and thanks for watching the video, guys. Cheers.